This is the latest Edifice watch, and it's a collaboration with Honda Racing. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. Well, this is the box, but inside here is the Casio Edifice ECB 2000HR Honda Racing watch. Let's check it out. Now, it has this custom box that I think is really very smart. Just toss these pieces down, and it opens up, and it is a very nice display, absolutely a custom design for this specific watch. Now, let me pull it out from the box, and we'll just put the box down there. So here's the watch, and as you can see, it has a very distinctive tricolor design, and the ECB 2000 series has a very distinctive little double LCD screen. And let me tell you a bit about it. So it has a carbon bezel and case, and the band is made out of something called Alcantara, and you might have heard of that fabric because it's actually used for sports car interiors. It's a great fabric. It is a fantastic band on this watch. Has a sapphire crystal. It's 100-meter water resistant, has 300 city world time, and 1/100th of a second stopwatch. It can log up to 200 events or laps in your stopwatch, 5 daily alarms. It even has a phone finder because it pairs with your smartphone. Now, I don't want to just talk about it. I want to show you it really up close. So let's just jump straight to a demo. At the 9 o'clock position is a small dial that shows you timer statuses and stopwatch status. And then at the 3 o'clock position is a small LCD screen. And the easiest way to get it to jump out so we can see it is to push the illuminator button. And you can see it's redundantly on the time of the current time zone. But if I push the top left button, and then we push the illuminator again, now it's the day and date. So that's handy. But there's a lot more you can do here because the lower left button will actually cycle through world time, and I have it set to London in the app, and stopwatch, timer, alarm, and then we're back to local time. And let's double check. So we're back to local time, so it is the day and date. And honestly, that's a lot of the functionality that you'll be using. And of course, with the stopwatch, you can actually save lap data and then pull that back in through the app onto your phone. So if you are at the racetrack and you're analyzing laps, you can collect up to 200 different data points there. So lots to like here. Let me jump back on camera. The demo is really cool, but I also want to show you the app. So this is the Casio app. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you, here it is right up front here, the ECB 2000HR. And here's the watch. Notice that the instruction manual is one tap away, but there's no connection. Turns out you need to actually remind the watch to do a Bluetooth connection, which is the lower button. So I'll just push it and hold it. And after that second double beep, you can see that it now is connecting with the phone, and the phone is then knowing to hand that to the app, and the app is giving us everything we need. So I can see that I have 4 out of 5 for my battery power, and probably could do with a little more time in the sun, but the weather has not been fantastic until today, so just need to get out and about a bit more. But all of the fun, of course, comes with all of the different settings you can do here. So I can set up my daily alarms. I can set up 5 different alarms if I really want to. I can get to the timer feature and set specific timers. There's the countdown and stopwatch, and world time is kind of fun. As you saw in the demo, I have my world time set to London, England, and here's where I set that. And I can just tap on, for example, I could tap on Paris, and then if I send the setting to the watch, which I'll do, then it will actually have a new world time. And if that was the primary time on the face, it would actually move the hands to match the current time in Paris, France. So there we go. So that's complete. And you get into things like the phone finder, but the watch settings where a lot of other features are available. And these are things you can also access on the watch itself by knowing that it actually uses the Casio module 5698. And here you can see on the back that it specifies what module number, because people that know the Edifice lineup know that Casio uses a small number of different modules that they then put in a lot of different faces. So that's generally how you want to do all of your settings, but the app makes it so much easier. So I can get into things like, how long do I want the light when I use that super illuminator feature? How long do I want it to be on? And I always default to the longer time. And you go into the watch display, and I have it set to 24-hour display. Let's just switch that to 12 hours and send that setting to the watch. Now, the watch dial obviously is a 12-hour dial, but the small LCD screen that's at 3 o'clock can show 12 or 24-hour time. And I just changed it back to 12-hour time. Power saving, summertime, change time display, and this is kind of interesting, is if you really want to, you can switch it so that the hands are showing a different time zone, and then the tiny digital screen is showing the current time. And you can sort of switch between those two depending on what you're doing. If you really need to be thinking about, well, what is the time in Paris, then you might want to switch it over, and then you can switch it back when you're done. And here's another thing I really like, is it also has a built-in tutorial, so you can actually read up and see some information on how to deal with these common needs and requests. And that's pretty much everything. The watch will stay paired until, I think it's 3 minutes past where there's no activity, and then it'll just drop the connection. But it's also a synchronized time. So assuming my phone has the correct time, then the watch now has the correct time too. Very handy. One of the things the watch does really well is it uses interesting colors. And you can see on the face that blue and white and red. But when you look at the band, the interior of the band is red and the exterior of the band is blue. So it's really a cool design. And check out how it looks on my wrist. It's a very smart looking watch. There's a lot to like here. And when you look at the edges of the watch, you can see that sort of racing car design has crept in, and there's so many specific design elements that are from Honda Racing and their design of their Formula One race cars. So there's really a lot I like. And then one interesting thing is that on one of the clasps here, it actually has a little reminder of what the three colors are. And that actually are: red represents passion for victory, blue represents advanced technology, and white represents that it's for all motorsport fans. And there's a lot to like with this watch. It is really a comfortable watch. It has a nice band. It has lots of functionality, and it might pair with your phone, but it's not a smartwatch, which I like. I don't want email notifications on my watch. A lot of people do. I prefer to just have my watch be about time. So that's exactly what this one does, with all of the great style from Honda Racing. So really, this is a smart addition to anyone's watch collection. And if you're a motorsport fan, then this is just so much more the kind of watch that you want to have on your wrist next time you're at the track. So definitely one to check out. I am going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications, and give me a thumbs up if hopefully you found this to be of value. Excellent. This is the Casio Edifice ECB 2000HR Honda Racing Watch, and it is $400 at Casio.com. And I will say that this is going to be one that I'm going to wear a lot. I have a lot of watches. You sort of saw a hint of that in my app. But I will tell you, this is instantly rocketed to be one of my favorites. I really like the race car design for watches. There's something about those two. They just work really well together. And this is a really beautiful design. And I know because it's an Edifice watch, it's going to be tough and rugged and last forever. So Those are all really good characteristics and features, and now it's on my wrist, and that's all I got. So I'll hope to catch you in my next video.